You hear that? That's the awkward silence of a family dinner after you just got caught vaping. Most vapes contain high levels of nicotine and disappointment. Brought to you by The Real Cost and the FDA.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. In today's episode, I will be talking on the tools that you will need to be a content creator because, content creating is an overwhelming job. There's a lot of stuff that you need to get into. It's a lot. So that's why I'm overall doing this podcast episode to help out people in case, y'all are struggling. Like, what should I get? What should I do and stuff? But here's the thing, it really just depends on how you want to do your content. So if you want to do things like without a camera, then you don't have to worry about no camera stuff. But if you want to do things with the camera, it's best to get you a camera that has good quality. So for an example, let's say if you have one of those free type phones or whatever, but and the camera ain't really all that good, I would recommend going out getting you a much more higher end phone. Preferably the iPhone or preferably the iPhone. I feel like iPhone they really focus a lot on their cameras. So preferably an iPhone if you just want to use your phone and you don't want to go out and get some highly expensive camera and stuff. Because the downfall with getting one of those Canon or Sony cameras is that they don't have no case for it. They have a pouch or a bag thing that you can put the camera in. But if you're walking around your house or walking outside recording stuff or taking pictures, whatever form of content creating that you want to do, there ain't no cover for it. There ain't no case for it. So that's why I would recommend going out and getting you a phone. The phone that I have, and I think it's a pretty solid phone. You know what? No, you could go out and get you a GoPro camera. GoPro cameras, they take good pictures. I think they don't zoom like most cameras, but I can see in a matter of time before they come out with a really nice GoPro camera. So I don't know if they're gonna come out with ones this year, but the one that I have that I is a 360 camera, so it just records everything around you and stuff. So I would recommend, if you are gonna get you a GoPro camera, you could get that. But if you're all well, I don't want no high end or high tech fancy camera, then yeah, you could get one of the other cameras that they have, and it doesn't have no 360 viewing. But no, that's actually what the one that I have, the 360 camera, what it does is that if you just only want to record what's in front of you or what's behind you, it has that option where you can do that, but it also has that option where you can record like 360 degrees and stuff. So yeah, all around you and things. But no, it's chill. I say that in my opinion, cause I would say that's probably the best GoPro camera to get because, it just, it has its best of both worlds. You can record, have that 360 viewing or just the front or your, face, or if you want to take a selfie or something, you could do that too. So. But anyways, yeah, so if you are going to look at GoPro cameras, best to get the 361, one of those photography light cameras. The one that I have is a Canon, it's Canon, and I got it because I was going to do vlogs and stuff, but it's been so long since I've did vlogs, and so I'm at some point I'm going to get back into doing vlogs. But no, I went ahead and got the Canon camera. They actually have numerous cameras. It's not with iPhone or they were just with any cell phones or even with the GoPro cameras. There's a lot of different Canon cameras, and then just even in that category of just with those types of cameras, there's so many types from Canon, Sony. If you just go on Best Buy or Amazon, you'll probably get a lot more options, but I would recommend going on to Best Buy and seeing what cameras that they have on their website. And then if you see that camera on Amazon or something, or if you can go into Best Buy and get it in the store, then yeah, it's best to go on something like that, because if you go on Amazon, I could go on Amazon right now. Hold on for a second. Let me go on Amazon right now. Because the thing is this, I remember when I was looking at cameras, and they had a bunch of different options on here, but it was hold on for a second, camera. Yeah, so they got like a lot of like cheap cameras that you can get and stuff. And I'm like, the thing is this, like, I don't mind it, but at the same time, like, I want to know like which camera is good. And they in Amazon, they have like a lot of different brands. So like if you do get a camera off of Amazon, make sure it has good ratings. And watch some review videos of it, of course. But if you can't find nothing, then go on Best Buy, see what they have, and then see if you could get it on Amazon or whatever. So, but yeah, that's like that's if you're getting one of those like Canon or Sony type cameras. And then with cell phone cameras, I would recommend, because so the phone that I have is the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4, and the camera on it is pretty nice. I do like it. And but I think right now the best camera that's probably out is on the Samsung Galaxy S23, because it's newer and stuff. And then iPhone, like if you're an iPhone person, then yeah, go out and just get like the most expensive, like what the iPhone Pro Max or whatever, iPhone 14 Pro Max, any iPhone that got Pro Max at the end of it, most likely their camera is it's good. And then you most likely can get one of those like action camera apps or something from the App Store. If you really want to have like some, I don't know, they probably have like some stuff on there where it can make the camera even better and things, but I don't know, I just go based off of the camera that I got. So, but anyways, yeah, it's me personally, if you really want like a good recommendation, get all of them. Get you a phone camera, get you a GoPro camera, and get you a Canon camera, because at the end of the day, you never know what you're going to want to record. You never know what you're going to want to get into. So that's why it's best to just get all forms of cameras that you possibly can get. So you have that stuff and you're all like, oh, well, I want to do some photography stuff. You got that. Oh, I want to do some action stuff. You got that. Oh, I just want to, I want to have like action and photography stuff. That's where the cell phone comes in use. So, but yeah, it's just me personally, it's just best to have it all. But if you don't want to do that, you want to save your money, you don't want to end up like me, then yeah, it's best to just overall get something and just get as much content as you can out of it and stuff. So, but anyways, but yeah, if you're not really into like being in front of the cameras, that's cool too. And I know like a lot of times, like, and you see people that do stuff like that where they will have like actually, you know what, no, you can go out and get like, if you don't want to be that person where you don't want to show your face, you could, like, because I know there's people that'll do like those CGI type videos and things. So if you're looking for like some good CGI programs, I think, well, I don't know. The one that I can recommend right now for the top of the dome is Unreal Engine 5. I don't know if they have like the stuff that you will need, but there's like probably YouTube videos that you could go check out where they're like, oh, best like CGI programs and stuff. And yeah, because I'm trying to think, like, I really, hold on, for best CGI programs, 3D animation. So yeah, they got like app designs and all that other like, CGI, which software is best for CGI. So you got Adobe After Effects, Autodesk Maya, whatever, Autodesk 3ds Max, ZBrush, Autodesk Mudbox, and Daz Studio. Adobe, in my opinion, if you want to go out and make sure you have like the best software for the stuff that you want to do, Adobe. Even though they have like a membership, if you're not really into the membership, so if you're wanting to like, oh, which good like video editing software is out there, so the one that I use is Wondershare Filmora. Now, even though I have said some things about them before in the past, the program seems to be working okay now. It's just back then I think it was just kind of like old, and I don't know, it's like if you go to their website and you constantly check to see like if they have any newer versions of the program, then because I had bought the program a while back, so they just give it like any updates that they do have, they just give it to me for free and stuff. So I use them. But if you want to like, oh, I don't, money is no option to me, like I want to get like best of the best and things, then Adobe probably be like the best option to get. Like I said, it is subscription based. I don't know if they got like a thing where they got like all the programs like all together, kind of like, like with Microsoft, where they got like Word, PowerPoint, and all that stuff. I don't know if they do that with Adobe. So let me go ahead and check. But yeah, it's like Adobe and their stuff, it's like, it's mad expensive. So that's why I'm like, I kind of try to stay away from it and things, but or actually no, so they do so no, they actually do have like a thing where it's like a Creative Cloud all apps, and it'll be like 39.99 a month. And then you got photography, 19.99 a month. So yeah, they got like a bunch of different things that you can use and stuff, and it'll just be monthly. Most of it looks like it's like all the like the solo programs. Yeah, it all looks like it's under $30. Because like the highest is like 29.90 or 20.99. And then the cheapest is like Lightroom, edit, organize, store, and share photos from anywhere. See, that's it. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know. You could go off of your phone and do some stuff like that. Because yeah, Lightroom, that's somewhere it's like it. You know what? Best thing to do is go on YouTube and just watch tutorials and reviews of these programs, because I don't use it. So but yeah, it's like whatever ones that you see that catches your eye, watch some review. That's one thing that you are gonna have to do though, is anything that you look into, watch a review video on it first. Just don't go out and buy it and then you're all like, oh well, it don't work properly, it doesn't do this properly. I've made that mistake. And yeah, it's always best to watch reviews and stuff. So anyways, make sure you do that. But yeah, like software wise, like Adobe seems like they're the top ones to have and things. And I think with MacBook, like they have like iMovie, and they have like other programs and stuff on there that you can use. And I think it comes like already equipped on your like MacBook or something. So if you want to do that, that's chill too. I think it works like that. I don't know. I had to charge up my MacBook again and see. But yeah, like that's what I mean. Like, you just gotta have like all the stuff. You gotta have like MacBooks, you gotta have like a PC, gaming laptop, you gotta have all that stuff different. Like, so like if you're getting into gaming, for an example, get all the consoles. Get you a Nintendo Switch, get you a PC, get you a Xbox, PlayStation, what other consoles out there. Get all the consoles. You can even use your old consoles, bro. I think that's one thing that I think people would really enjoy and like. And that's somewhere I see a lot of times, like, it gets views, is if you have like old games, no, you could do videos where it's like, so for an example, let's say you got like a old like Xbox 360 game or something. You can like go and do some video where it's like Forza Motorsports 3 in 2023 or something. And people will watch that. People will be all like, oh man, this is so nostalgic. This has like, it brings back so many memories. Oh, this is the best game ever and all that stuff. And yeah, I see where like that, a lot of people, they like the nostalgic content. What other stuff have I seen? Yeah, it's like with content, finally getting into putting the content out there. The thing is this. You'll be surprised on what people like. You can post whatever it is out there. It's like if you got people out there that's willing to look at another person's feet, and I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus, but I'm just saying like that's what some people are into. They're into feet. And that's something that I've never understood, because I'm like, I have feet. I know how sweaty and crazy feet can get and things. Like, I've seen people's feet. My feet are nice. I would say that my feet are okay. But at times, like, there's been some days where my feet, like this morning, my feet were ashy, bro. And I'm like, I just don't know how people can get, like, because they lotion the feet up and they spray some, like, water to make the feet look all, like, I guess nice looking. Yeah, you'll be surprised on what people are into. So, like, don't ever downplay, like, what you want to do and stuff. My microphone, it almost hit my monitor. I was like, I'm just gonna sit with my legs like just going straight down, because I've been like moving my legs around, and then it hit like this thing that balances out my microphone, and it almost hit my monitor. I'm like, whoa, wait a second. All right, so it sounded like my voice kind of rised a little bit, and I'm like, all right, it was just I got a little scared, but anyways, but yeah, like, you can post whatever content that you want to post. Like, you'll be surprised on what people are into. And so like I was saying, don't downplay your content. I'm pretty sure whatever content you want to post, it is okay, as long as and that's one thing where it's like, just make sure it doesn't go against Like if you're wanting to post YouTube videos, just make sure it doesn't go against the guidelines. So like if you're posting gaming content, you're good, you're chilling. I would play it safe though, like if they so like cause see the thing is this with YouTube, they like to change their guidelines and their rules and crap. So you'll post the video, it'll accumulate all these views, be one of the most successful videos on your channel out of nowhere. YouTube is like, oh well, we changed our guidelines, so now you have to take this video down. So like for an example, if you play a game that has nudity in it, censor it out, and then at that point YouTube, they will, like, if they take your video down, that's just YouTube being stupid. And I'm like, no, you guys need to actually watch that video. I censored out the parts that had nudity. You can't really, I guess, like, cuss in your videos anymore. I don't know how that rule works, but anyways, limit, if you're one of those people that cuss a lot, limit your cussing, or just censor your cussing out and stuff. So you don't have to worry about, in case YouTube is all like, oh, well, now you can't curse anymore in your videos. So if you have any cursing in your videos, we're going to take it down and all that crap. And I'm like, YouTube, it's best, like, if you are wanting to get into YouTube, like, walk lightly, because YouTube, they're weird about their rules and stuff. So, but and then, like, if you want to get into Twitch streaming, so yeah, like I was saying with gaming, just make sure you get all the stuff that you want to get when it comes to gaming, and make sure you get you a high-end gaming PC. Don't just get any old gaming PC. Like, for like, if you go on Amazon, you're all like, oh, they got a gaming, because let me just see something real quick. Let's see if they got like any, because no, it's like people go on there and then just be all like, oh, I can go out and get this gaming PC, but let me gaming PC. Yeah, see, they got like gaming PCs for like $499, $399, and yeah, it may look all nice and stuff, but if you're gonna want to get you a gaming PC, it's definitely gonna run well over like maybe $1,500. They actually have a gaming PC on here, and if you guys have that money, if you want to get you a gaming PC for $10,000, you very well can do that too. They got one left in stock, but other than that, yeah, they have like nice looking gaming PCs. But here's what I would recommend. This gaming PC is kind of nice looking, but here's what I recommend. If you are going to get you a gaming PC off of Amazon, it's best to, like, all right, if you want to get it cheap, but replace the parts that's inside. So yeah, replace like there's like this power box, that's at the bottom of the PC. Replace that. Replace the motherboard. Like, so yeah, like, let's say if you were to get this PC that's like $500, you're gonna end up replacing the motherboard, the graphics card, the RAM, the SD, the HDD, what else, the processor. It's gonna be a lot of different things you're gonna have to upgrade on that PC. And if you want to check on like a website, like, so let's say for an example, if you're like, I want to get into gaming off of a PC, and you want to go and like, there's games that you want to play, like, so for an example, you want to play like Hogwarts Legacy or something, right? Or Sons of the Forest, Grand Theft Auto 4 or 5, all that stuff. So if you want to like figure out like if your PC can run those games and stream and do all that other extra stuff, then there's this website called systemrequirementslab.com that you could go to, and then you download this program. Program is safe to download. It just gathers like your like tech information, like, so all the gear that you got in your gaming PC, then it gathers that up, and then it overall like lets you know if you can run Bro, they say I can only run 95 of 100 games. What games can I not run? What do they mean? Bro, I just went to this. I go to this website so many times now. They saying that I can only run like 95 out of 100. Now I gotta see about that. But anyways, I don't know why it's taking forever to load up too. I'm like, I'll look into that afterwards, because I'm like, I ain't trying to go and get all caught up. But anyways, so but yeah, like, go to that website and it'll let you know what games you can run and cannot run. And yeah, and you don't have to worry about like, oh well, it's like I don't know if I can run this. Yeah, if you just go to that website, it'll let you know everything that you need to know about gaming and PCs and stuff. Cause yeah, I had to learn the hard way. I was out buying games, not realizing that I can't even play these games off of the original laptop that I had. and because it wasn't no gaming laptop. And I was like, even if it, like, and that's the thing where it's like, even if it is, you still have to make sure it's like, it's a high end. You gotta get like the highest of highest end gear and equipment, because if you try to get some low end stuff, you're gonna be playing some low end games, having some low end streams, and making some low end videos. But yeah, if you get high end stuff, you could do whatever you want to do on it. So that's my best recommendation. But anyways, what other things can I say about content creating? I guess, like, just kind of like rapid fire. If you're wanting to get into makeup, best place I probably go to is somewhere like Sephora. I think that's the name of that makeup store. Go there. You possibly could get like some makeup kits off of some website. Again, Amazon probably being one of them. But like I said, check them reviews, check to see if that stuff is safe, so you won't be putting anything like on your face or on your skin, and you might mess around having an allergic reaction, and then that messed you up and things. So, but yeah, overall, like, just check the reviews on stuff. And what other content out there? Food review, there's like DoorDash, freaking just go out to restaurants, all that stuff. Don't be one of those like loud and obnoxious like content creators where if you go out in public you feel like you gotta talk all loud. Even if that is your thing, you could do like content where it's like you record yourself and then you just do a voiceover afterwards. So for an example, let's say you go out to a restaurant and you're all like, oh, well, it was so loud in the restaurant, I had no choice but to yell. No, what you can do is set the camera up, record yourself, eat the food. If you like it, then you just do a voiceover saying, oh yeah, I tried this, it was nice, I really liked it, it was good, and all this other stuff. Or if you don't like it, then you're like, oh, it was horrible. This is at this point of the video where I almost start throwing up because the food was that bad. Yada yada, blah blah blah. So, anyways, you could do it like that, where it's like, voiceovers. If you can't do a video out in public, just record what you can, and then just do a voiceover once when you get home and stuff. And then if you live in a loud household, then it's probably best just do the content that you can do. And then it's like, that's like, from stuff on TikTok. And that's another thing that I was gonna say, is that make sure you have you're on every platform. Don't just settle with YouTube and you're all like, oh, well, I could just post a video on YouTube and I'm okay. No, you're gonna have to post that video on YouTube, post clips of it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. Download platforms that you hadn't even heard of and post your videos on there. Post your videos literally anywhere, bro. If you can post your, or whoever is listening to this, but if you can post your videos on freaking Tinder, do that. Market yourself the best way you can market yourself. Go on every platform possible, but don't just settle for one platform and then just call it a day. No, you gotta post your stuff everywhere, all right? So, but anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 46 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you are purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss and we knock $20 off your first purchase. Also, if you're purchasing any energy drinks or sleep drinks from Poggers, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss and we knock 10% off your next purchase. And if you're purchasing any controller covers for your PlayStation or Xbox controller, or even the grip covers for your analog sticks, make sure you go to check out Fatal Grips. Use my promo code TMossBoss, and that will also knock 10% off your next purchase. If you want to learn more about SeatGeek, Poggers, or Fatal Grips, you could go to my Twitter account. Their information, their usernames are in my bio section of Twitter and stuff. Just go to my profile and you'll see the 3 accounts that I had named off: SeatGeek, Fatal Grips, and Poggers. So anyways, I think Poggers, theirs is like drink Poggers or something like that. So, but anyways, thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you do have any questions about content creating, you can comment on one of my videos, join one of my streams, reach out to me on social media. I prefer, like, if you just tweet me, then I'll see it. But if you like trying to message me and all that stuff, nah, I most likely ain't gonna see that. Cause I only really be using my messages to just kind of like, message friends and all that stuff. So if you tweet me, I'll most likely see that before any messages and stuff. So, but anyways, thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.